Hello. Um, First of all, if you're hearing that right now, I have the windows open, so I need some air. It's kind of hot today, so there we go. Anyways, today's video, I want to talk about the episode that came out today of Star vs. the Forces of Evil and what happened in it. Uh, First of all, I'm also going to talk about a manga that just came on the mail yesterday, and I'm reading it right now, and I want to give a shout out to Samber, and I want you to. I know I've been recommending you a lot of stuff. I'm very sorry about that, but these shows are really good. I love them. I appreciate what they taught me a lot, and they are amazing. Again, if you don't want to watch them, you're not interested, I understand. I'm not interested on some shows as well, like some movies I don't like, some um, on some books as well. I love books, but there's some that I'm gonna go, no, wait, no, no. Anyways, yeah. First of all, the manga. I did say I kind of ordered a manga, and I did not say which manga. And if you follow me on my Twitter or on Facebook, but I don't use Facebook that much, so I use Twitter most of the time. I use it more than Facebook. So on my Twitter, I kind of sent a picture of the manga and the volume, which volume it is, volume 6, and I hope there's some likes of it. If it doesn't, I understand you don't see the interest about it, but okay. Anyways, the volume I got, I have it right here in my hands, is volume 6 of Tokyo Ghoul. I am reading the volume. I'm in, I don't remember which page it was, page. It just doesn't say the page, but anyways, I'm reading the manga. It's really good. I have now volume 6, so I have 1 to 6. I'm trying to get all the volumes of the very first part. I am going to get the second part. I am reading the second part online, so you guys know I'm following the manga of Tokyo Ghoul Re. So yeah, I have these glasses. These I use mostly the big ones, but I'm using the small ones because the big ones are I cannot find them. So I'm using one of my other glasses. Anyways, and I think I look better on the small ones. So on the big ones, I look like I don't know. I love to use the big ones, but sometimes I need to use something different. So yeah, I showed you volume 6 of Tokyo Ghoul. And again, if I want to give a recommendation, this manga is really good. I did send a video to I'm Samber talking about how this manga actually helped me on a situation that I had problems with. So yeah, and I want to say Suishida, you're amazing. I did say that on my other video, but I want to say you are amazing. You are like a really good manga artist, and whatever you're gonna work, any type of story you might create in the future, I would love to get it. I don't know how long you would do that new manga or how long it would take you, but I'll read that manga and keep on doing your work. Anyways, let's go on the most important thing on the video. Um, Star. The Star versus episode that came out today. Um, let's say that I kind of, sort of liked the episode. I liked more the second half of the episode. Mostly, Marco Jr. mostly was much better than the first part because I don't remember the first episode, the very first title of the first part of the episode 17A. But I know what's going on. Star's trying to find out where's Butt Frog. But this is Buff Frog. I think it's Buff because he's buff. So Buff Frog, he's trying to find out what happened to him, what happened to the children. She finds out that Buff Frog and the other monsters are trying to leave Muni because he still Munins or Munisness. I don't know how you would say it, but Muni people still are afraid of monsters, and the monsters are afraid that if this keeps on going, they have to leave until Star becomes the new queen. So I'm still thinking Star is gonna be queen, but on the second half, like I said, I liked more the second half of the episode. Episode 17 B, mostly V, B, where is Marco Jr. We find out during that episode, they go. Marco and Star go back to mostly Earth to visit his family, what's going on, and all. And then there's this part where Marco is saying, "Oh, there's a Squire mixture." Like, well, I'm like, okay, I want to know about that. What's that about? Like I want to know. But they don't. They won't show. They wouldn't show that on this episode. Maybe some future episodes, maybe. But what's going on Marco Jr. mostly is that Marco finds out he is not Marco Diaz, only child. No, he's no one. He's not anymore. He is. He's gonna be Marco Diaz, big brother. His family. Her mom got pregnant while Marco was away, so they had like I don't want to go on details, but it seems that they had like alone time when Marco was away, and they had some. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, Marco's gonna become an older brother, and what happens is that they named the baby Marco Jr. but because of Marco, and I mean like Marco says this: you cannot name your baby out of me because I mean technically you can, but you can't if your very first child is already named Marco. So they might need to go, okay, let's name him this other thing. But Marco, he's okay with it. He's not like like bad. Like he doesn't care. He cares, and he's happy because her because of Turdina and all that. But his parents are happy, so he's okay. So anyways, then after some time, her mom kind of acts a little bit like some parts. Marco's mom starts like acting a little bit like Moon, like Moon, but like no. That was funny, but anyways, Marco's mom acts a little bit like Moon, like give me I understand because she's pregnant, she's having those emotions, and I mean that it's funny because I know some of my cousins that of their wives, and I mean they're kind of emotional when they were pregnant. So I mean, like, yeah. Anyways, God, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, no, I got it. I got it. Then Marco and Star go to back to the kind of that store. I Quest Buy. There we go. Quest Buy. They go to Quest Buy trying to get a present to show that even though he's away on Muni, his brother can have a picture or something to remember him by, and knowing that he's an amazing brother. He gave that present to him, knowing who he is and all that. So, excuse me. So, Star and Marco go to Quest Buy, and they go to this place called Ferrero. Ferrero, and I know Spanish because mostly Ferrero is a Spanish word. So, and I'm not gonna say what it means. It just means Ferrero. That's all. So Marco enters, even Star enters there, and enters this kind of basement because it's in the basement of the Quest Buy store, and they meet this guy, fairy, pixie, whatever it is, and he's a painter, and Marco wants to, okay, I want a portrait of me because I want my baby brother to know who I was or who I am, mostly who I am, and the painter, the artist, mostly he's an artist. I live, I smell everything that I need to, but he says to Marco, the painter, the artist tells Marco this: I have to follow you. I need to know you. I need to smell you. I need to eat your pieces of your hair. I'm like, okay, that part is kind of messed up, but all that kind of makes. He says, okay, is there a way more fast? Marco says, is there a way much faster to do this? And the painter is saying, yeah, there is a faster way, but I cannot do it. And Marco takes out the $650 cash to the painter, and he says, okay, I'll do it. Like, okay, but the thing is, Marco has to do this test of knowing who he really is and all that, but he doesn't want to do the test because it's a lot of questions. He does it fast and blah 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 blah. And the painting is done. They go back to Earth, Marco and Star, and a lot of stuff there happens. He gives the painting to his parents, and his parents are like, "Oh my, oh no." And Marco looked at, oh God, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect that it will look like this. And they a lot of Star versus the Force of Evil, a lot of crazy things that look normal turn to be kind of not. So Marco starts to look like the painting. They go back to that basement where the artist is. The artist says, the questions you did are reflections of you. What have you answered? And I think, I mean, you should have started with saying that, and Marco would do that. And I mean, anyways. But here's the point I want to address, because during the episode, Star says the age of Marco between on his 20s and 30s, so 26 to 35. So this is mostly the important thing I want to tell you. I told you the entire episode and all that because, and during the end, Marco actually turns back to himself because of Star actually answering the questions, because she knows Marco very well than mostly Marco's parents, because his parents are going back when Marco was this, when Marco was that. And I mean, that's fine because you're the parents, but you don't know your child very well. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what it was going on. And what, like I said, Star answered 26 to 35. So Marco is about in his 30s or in his 20s. So yeah, that's mostly the part I want to address here. Um, so Marco is about in his 20s and his 30s, mostly 26 or 35. So if Marco was there about 8 minutes in Earth time, but he was there in 16 years, so that would imply, if I'm correct, he's between on 25 to 35, which is correct. So but what exactly the age? Or because we have the episode where Marco's birthday, the uh, I forgot the name of the episode on Marco's birthday, where they're in the beach, they're in this underworld beach where the water is technically lava, but can you still swim on it? I have no idea. But during that episode, some dogs. Sorry, my neighbor has dogs. I have a dog. It's a Chihuahua, but he doesn't do that noise. He's not that noisy. Sorry. So, so yeah, Marco's about in his 20s and 30s, 26 to 35. So, are they gonna address the actual age of Marco? Because I'm saying of his birthday, during his birthday, let's see, he's about 15 now, so he was 14 during the first and second, no, on the first season, and then on the second season, no, wait, no, yeah, on the second season he was still 14, and then on the now in third season he's 20. He's 15, but his actual age is between 26 and 35. So, what exactly the creator of the show is she gonna address his actual age is 26 or is it 35? We need to know what is his actual age. So, if his actual age is between 26 and 35, I would say I would say 26 because he does look young. Even though he's older, he looks younger. Because, for example, on my age, if you want to know, I'm going to be 23 this March 2018. So, I'm 22 right now. Right now, I'm 22. I look older because of the beard, the mustache, and I look sexy as fuck. God, I just made my beard yesterday, and I'm growing a little bit more hair because it grows really fast. But yeah, I look older, but I'm young because I do exercise. I do weights, I do push-ups, I do sit-ups, I do squats. I use the medicine ball that I have in my room. I do a little bit of boxing, kickboxing. Here in my room specifically. I used to go to this gym, but it kind of was destroyed. So I'm like, oh crap, no. So I might need to go to another gym, do a membership. I don't know which one. Maybe True Fitness or LA Fitness, maybe, because they have a swimming pool there, and I might look good in in a swimsuit. Yeah. Anyways, let's go back. So yes, Marco's about 26 and 35. He looks young. He does karate, and a lot of people that does do martial arts, they look young and they keep on doing martial arts. Yes, they get older, um, and they look really old. But we've seen a lot of actors that may say, "Oh, I did a plastic surgery or something like that." No, that some actors, some people during on their 70s, 80s, 50s, 60s, they do a lot of exercise. I saw some videos of old dudes and older women on their 50s and 60s. They do a lot of exercise. They do kinesthetics. They do a lot of normal exercise that are mostly to their age and they have to do, because when you get older, your muscles get a little bit not weakened, mostly like your age kind of makes them a little bit not that strong, so you have to do different things to get strong, you know. So um yeah, I would say Marco's about 26 years old or maybe 25 years old if it's possible, on his 20s. Not 35, because if he's 35, damn, that dude, tell me your secret. I know you're a cartoon character, but anyways, um, yeah, and Marco's about 26, 35, and what are they gonna say? Are they gonna show an episode where we see again older Marco on Earth, and his parents are like surprised? Oh my God, this is Marco. He looks. I don't know what they're gonna react if they do actually see Marco as adult Marco. And is Marco gonna do again with a voice like that sexy voice? Please, H poo. Like I want to hear that again. Um. Okay, so yeah, this was mostly the episode. What happened? So like I said, I like much better the second part because we had Marco. We hadn't have had a episode with Marco because we see more Star because we're going into this trial. You know, we had the trial episode. We were more into seeing what's gonna happen with Eclipse. We find out what happens, and if I went back to that theory video that I did for Star versus the Forces of Evil, I would explain a little bit more on this video. But this was mostly talking um, about Marco, mostly about Marco. What happened to him in this episode? What he did in both episodes. Actually, he was gonna go with Stars, know what's going on with Buff Frog and every monster right there in the Monster Village, but he actually let Tom go with Star, and I'm like, Marco, are you? I understand you're older. You're like they said, between your 26 and 35, so you can still go with Star. I mean, you're 15 in Earth timeline on Earth's world, but you're still 15. You're okay. I'm trying to I'm getting something here. I might do a theory video about Marco, about his age, about all this, that he's still 15, but he's 26 and 35. So I might do a video about that. Anyways, thank you. Thank you very much. I might do a recommendation video to you. I'm Samber. I recommend you to watch the very first episode, maybe the first or second episode of Hajime no Ippo, well known as The Fighting, The Spirit, on other places in the world. But there is a dub on the very first season. It was in 2002 when it came out. I saw it when I was in high school in 2011, something like that. 2011, something like that. I was in 2011. and I got hooked. That's how I got into boxing and kickboxing, doing MMA fighting. I wasn't in tournaments. I was just practicing. I was trying to get fit. I'm not trying to go and be the best fighter of all time. I'm trying to get fit. I'm trying to be fit. So yeah, Hajime no Ippo, episode 1 or 2. How many episodes do you want to see? If you like it, that's great. If you didn't like it, that's fine as well. It wasn't your cup of tea. Like I would say this, it's not your cup of tea. I also do recommend another one, which I think I send you some like previews of it, of Boku no Hero Academia, well known as My Hero Academia, and Kiss Him Not Me, because those two are good. I also another one which is My Love Story, or which I have to admit it's really short. I'm gonna tell you, it's really short. It's about 25 episodes. And it's really good. My Love Story is about this guy who mostly... I kind of feel sorry for him, because in the very first part of the episode, his friend says this to him: I rejected these girls because they were really mean to him, talking about him in his back, even though they look nice and they're friendly to him, they were mean to him. But then he meets this girl who is so cute and lovable, and I love her so much. She loves him back, and I'm like happy. Like this girl loves him because of him, not because how he looks, just because of him. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I like. I like if I ever meet somebody, I want somebody to love me by who I am. I'm a big anime and manga fan, and if she's a big anime fan but she doesn't like so much manga, that's fine, but I love both. So hey, call me a weeaboo, call me a nerd, whatever you want, but that's who I am. So don't change me at all. Yeah, I have this light right here I'm seeing right now, right here. It doesn't work. It used to work. I mean, it's one of these type of lights where you can just stick it inside. You don't have to do anything. But I did put some. I did put it on the wall with some, not nails, some screws. So yeah, that's what I did. So I might need to put some batteries back in this one. So like, just look. Ta-da! See? And it has a magnet right here where you just put it in. See? Easy. Ah! My cross! Anyways, yes. These three I do recommend. They are really good. There are some other four actually. There are four because of Hajime no Ippo, Boku no Hero Academia, Kiss Him Not Me, and My Love Story. Yeah, 4. Anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a like, or a dislike, if either one. If you liked it or you didn't like, subscribe. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the dark side, everybody. Thank you very much.